The unseen guest. Derek Royston stepped out of his black rental car into the crisp Santa Rosa afternoon. The Ashmore Grand Hotel loomed before him, sleek, modern, and polished. He wore a simple gray hoodie, dark jeans, and well-worn sneakers. Nothing about his appearance screamed wealth, and that's exactly how he wanted it. Inside, the lobby buzzed with the usual sounds: clicking heels, rolling suitcases, and soft conversations. The marble floors gleamed under warm lighting, and the staff behind the front desk wore sharp uniforms. It was the kind of place people came for high-profile conferences and quiet wealth. Derek approached the front desk, where Carla Denby, the receptionist, barely glanced up. When she finally did, her gaze swept over him with deliberate judgment before she turned back to her computer screen. "I'm not here to check in," Derek began. "We're full," Carla cut him off, not looking up. "No walk-ins allowed." Derek paused, then spoke calmly. "I'm here to speak with someone from management." Carla raised an eyebrow. "About what?" "About how your staff treats guests," Derek replied. She scoffed. "You don't look like someone they'd be expecting." Derek's expression remained neutral. "I understand. But you're making an assumption you shouldn't." Carla leaned forward, her voice dropping. "You need to leave now, or I'll have security escort you out." Derek took a deep breath. "Call Raymond Keyes," he said. "Tell him Derek Royston is in the lobby." Carla hesitated, then picked up the phone. "Hi, Raymond. It's Carla. I've got someone here claiming to know you." She listened, then looked at Derek with a mix of surprise and recognition. "Yes, of course." Within moments, Raymond Keyes, the general manager, appeared. His demeanor shifted immediately upon seeing Derek. "Mr. Royston," he said, extending a hand. "I wasn't expecting you until next week." Derek shook his hand. "Changed my plans. Thought I'd get a feel for the place before everything's official." Raymond nodded. "Of course. Let's go to the Heritage Room." Before they moved, Derek addressed Carla. "I want her to come with us." Carla followed them into the Heritage Room, where department heads were gathered. Raymond introduced Derek as the new majority owner, and the room fell silent. Derek stood at the head of the table. "I walked in wearing jeans and a hoodie. No assistant, no entourage. And I was treated like a problem. Like I didn't belong." He looked directly at Carla. "I didn't lose my temper. I didn't shout. I just let it play out. Because that's what some people deal with every day. In stores. In restaurants. In hotel lobbies." He paused, letting the weight of his words settle. "I'm not here to make anyone feel small. But I am here to hold people accountable." Raymond nodded. "We'll begin sensitivity and ethics training immediately." Derek shook his head. "Training is a start. But culture doesn't change with workshops. It changes when people stop being afraid to speak up." He turned to the staff. "I want anyone who's ever seen something wrong and stayed silent to think about why. Not out loud. Just ask yourself, why didn't I say something?" The room was silent. Derek addressed Carla again. "I don't hate you. I don't even want to humiliate you. But what you did wasn't just a bad look. It was a reflection of something deeper. Something dangerous." Carla stood still, her gaze fixed on the floor. Derek stood up. "Let's take a 15-minute break, then we'll talk about where we go from here." A month later, Derek returned to the Ashmore Grand. The front desk staff greeted him warmly. Jonas Vega, the new receptionist, nodded as Derek approached. "Morning, Mr. Royston," Jonas said with a genuine smile. Derek returned the greeting. "Everything running smoothly?" Jonas nodded. "Yes, we had a school group check-in last night. No complaints. One of the kids spilled soda in the lobby, but housekeeping handled it quickly and without issue." Derek smiled. "That's what I like to hear." Jonas hesitated. "Carla emailed asking for her last paycheck. I think she moved to San Mateo and started taking night classes in diversity and workplace ethics." Derek nodded. "Good." As he walked through the lobby, Derek noticed a young man, barely 20, looking lost. Derek approached him. "You good?" he asked. The young man looked startled. I think I'm in the wrong place. This place looks I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Derek smiled. You're in the right place. You belong here. The young man smiled back, relieved. Thanks, man. Derek clapped him gently on the shoulder. Welcome to the Ashmore Grand. Inside the conference room, Derek sat at the side of the table, not at the head. He didn't need the spotlight. What mattered was that the hotel had become more than just a brand. It had become a place where people felt seen, respected, and at ease. He glanced around the room. Staff members were laughing, trading stories, and engaging with each other more openly than before. Derek knew that this shift wasn't just about him or Carla. It was about creating a culture where everyone belonged. As he left the hotel that day, Derek passed the front desk. Jonas greeted him with a nod. Everything good? Derek asked. Yes, Mr. Royston, Jonas replied. Everything's running smoothly. Derek smiled. That's what I like to hear. And with that, he walked out into the afternoon sun, knowing that the Ashmore Grand had become a place